Not now, Derek. I'm meeting myself coming back, all right?
It's about my desk, Mr. Jones.
Your what, Derek?
My desk.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. So what's happened to your desk?
Well, it's been taken over by Mac Murphy.
And that's it, is it? This major crisis in our lives?
Well, after all, one's desk is one's desk, Mr. Jones.
You know, that's what I like about you, Derek. This very highly developed sense of priorities you've got. You'd have gone down a bomb with old Nero the day they tried to burn Rome down right in the middle of his violin recital.
Nero, Mr.
Yeah, you'd have gone right on clapping him, and to hell with the fact that the whole flaming town was coming down around your ears, eh?
Do you want anything with it?
What about a bit more ice cream?
Look, do you want any raspberry vinegar on it or don't you?
Cost any more, does it?
Just a little word. I suppose you have heard of it, haven't you? Please.
Well, at least you found him, anyway.
I found more than that. I found out just what's been going on.
What has been going on?
Look, a couple of weeks ago, Ronnie Wright shook me warmly by the hand and told me that this merger could go through on his say-so alone. Because he had as many shares in Dunmore Town as I've got in United, so what he said went, right?
So?
He was lying. There's somebody else down there who's got nearly as many shares as he has.
And he won't play, right?
No. She. It seems his other shareholder, some old geezer who used to be a big noise down at town but hasn't been involved for years and has let Ronnie vote the shares as if they were his own.
Wait a minute, you said she.
The old geezer in question has just left us for that great big football club in the sky. And his widow, who's inherited these shares, likes to make up her own mind about things.
And she is against the merger, right?
According to our friend Ronnie, she's been a keen fan of town ever since Eve was doing her snake dance, and the very last thing she wants to see is a merger between our club and theirs.
Well, just where exactly does that leave us, then?
Well, where do you think? Up the creek, without a paddle.
Or for that matter, Mr. Chairman, even a canoe.
Here, what you two think you're doing?
Us?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, listen.
Well, it's manners to ask.
Please, miss, can we put the poster up, please?
Well, what's it say? Let's have a look. Oh, you can't put that up here.
Why not? It's just a poster promotion done on Town Football Club.
You're right, that's right.
I don't know what you mean. Well, what about over there, then?
What are you, stupid or something?
They talk to me.
Well, I ain't talking to
Boys,
this wall, am I? But I
boys,
reckon
call
I'll
it.
probably get more sense out of it. Seeing the wall's probably
Call
not
it,
half as thick
boys.
as
Do
you.
you know what I think? I think you're getting all hot and bothered over
Boys,
nothing.
stop.
What you need is cooling down a bit.
Yeah, and you're the one that's going to do it, are you?
Not me. My mate here. Well, go on then, George. Cool him down.
Yeah, that's you. Shut up.
Mr. Cassidy! Mr. Cassidy!
Oh, yeah, it's gonna make me you.
Right. Give me one good reason, one, why I shouldn't get on the blower this minute and have the whole lot of you scruffs run in. My, isn't it gone quiet all of a sudden? Well, if you can't give me a reason, I'll give you one. It's because if I do, I'll be into answering a lot of questions, making a lot of statements, and almost certainly having to take an entire morning off work to make a court appearance. So, to save me a lot of valuable time and you a lot of aggro, I tell you what we're going to do. Instead of having the whole lot of you nicked, we are going to have a collection instead. And if you know what's good for you, you'll be generous, so dig. And when I say dig, I mean dig deep. Oh, come on now. My son, you are going to have to dig deeper than that to get off this hook. It's not church, it's trouble. And that comes more expensive. Well, that's more like it. There's a face I know. And another one.
Have you got any change? See, all I got is this coin.
That is all right, Wurzel. We're not proud. Besides, you're a working man now, or at least you were until about 5 minutes ago. Now then, get out of here. And I'm warning you, if I catch any one of you within 5 miles of this place, you'll be down that police station so fast your feet will catch fire. Now move!
I'd just like to say, Mr. Jones, on behalf of my staff and myself, that, well, it's a judgment worthy of Solomon in the circumstances.
Why, thanks, Derek.
You won't forget the other little matter I mentioned?
No, that's all right. Just leave it with me, eh?
Yes, fine. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones. Thank you.
Must be a wonderful feeling, that.
What?
Knowing that you've got one fan anyway.
What are you trying to tell me? I was out of order giving them the boot?
Oh, come on, it was just a bit of horseplay, that's all.
Horseplay? What, my calf turned into something out of Laurel and Hardy? My manager with a mush full of ice cream?
Oh, yes, I could see the problem you were having there.
What problem?
Keep a straight face.
Look, the only one with a problem round here, mate, is you over them kids. You've got a real blind spot about them.
It's just not like you, that's all.
What are you on about
Cut your
now?
nose off to spite your face. Think of all the money that those kids put into your machines every day. And they'll now be going into somebody else's.
Right.
Oh, come on, Wurzel, leave it, will ya?
I'll see you around. Perhaps sooner than you think.
Yeah, we'll look forward to it.
Honestly.
Putting it to one side away to give to some deserving charity.
Yes, one of the most deserving I know, mate. Me. You know what that lot remind me of? That big daft dog we used to have.
Barney.
Yeah. Couldn't take him anywhere without him wanting to have a go at somebody. I must have been out of my mind ever agreeing to this junior supporters club.
Well, just for the record, Mr. Chairman, they don't even have a team to support at the moment unless you and I do something about that, and quickly.
Do you have a suggestion?
I do. This lady you mentioned, the other major shareholder.
Yep. What about her?
How do we know that she's against the merger?
Well, I told you. Ronnie Wright told me.
So Mr. Ronnie Wright has told you a lot of other things that didn't exactly ring true, did they?
So?
So wouldn't it make all sorts of sense if you and I went down and talked to her personally?
Yep.
Could I speak to Mr. Murphy, please?
Oh, well, yeah, feel free, darling. We were just in the middle of a very important meeting, but do carry on.
What can I do for you?
Well, it's about Boxer.
What about Boxer?
It wasn't his fault, see?
What wasn't?
The fight. See, all he was trying to do was stop it. I knew because it was me that asked him to. But when he got there, it was sort of already out of control.
I see. Thank you for telling me. Bye-bye.
And before you make your plea for leniency, don't bother. What interests me is that it started, not who started it.
You were saying before we were interrupted.
No, actually, you were saying that we should go and approach her personally. I think that's a great idea. There's just one snag.
Yes.
Well, my little chat with Ronnie all ended rather abruptly when I let go of his collar and he scarpered. So, At this moment, you're not going to believe this.
You don't even know her name, right?
Hi.
Oh, it's you.
I didn't know that Judd was going to start something, did I?
No, of course you didn't.
Well, how could I?
Look, I specifically asked you if he was here to cause trouble, and you said he wasn't.
Because I thought he wasn't. What do you think I am, his keeper or something?
Put it this way, somebody should be. If it's only to lock the cage after he goes to bed at night.
Don't you talk about him like that. It's worth two of you any day.
Well, that's funny. Didn't seem to be the way it was working out when we were having a go in there.
You were lucky they stopped it when they did.
Hey, you're right. Otherwise, I could have been facing a murder charge or something.
Get lost, will ya?
So there's no truth to the rumour.
Huh?
We're just good friends.
Stupid.
Oh, that's funny. She speaks very well about you. At least she did just now to the chairman and I, talking on your behalf.
Hey! Hey, Charlie, hang on a minute. I want to talk to you.
Well, I don't want to talk to you. Don't call me Charlie. Only my friends call me that.
Oh, come on, at least give me a chance to say I'm sorry.
So now you said it. Bye.
Look, will you wait? Thanks for what you said back there. I mean to Mac about me.
If you must know, I'm sorry I even bothered now.
I'll bet you're not really.
You're so conceited.
Look, I've said sorry and I've said thanks. What else do you want me to do? Jump under a bus or something?
Now, that's a good idea. Let's wait for one, eh? Better still, let's make it a double-decker.
Hey, come on, you wouldn't like to see me splattered all over the road, would you?
Wouldn't I?
Don't be like that. Charlotte? Where are the others then?
How would I know?
Oh, where are you going then?
If you must know, I'm going to my grandmother's.
In that case, I better come with you.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't want you to meet the big bad wolf, would I?
I've got this nasty feeling. I've probably already met him.
Oh, yeah?
So are you going to ask him for it then, Whistle?
Look, it's money, right? I've earned it and I want it.
What are you going to say to him?
Well, for starters, I ain't going to take any back chat. I'm going to go right up to him and I'm going to say, look here, Cassidy, let's have me wages. No messing about.
Cool, you really going to say that?
Yeah, I told you.
When?
What do you mean?
When are you going to see him?
I'll see him. Don't worry, when I'm ready.
What's wrong with now?
Yeah, I could use a sub. Rasputin and my last 20p.
Or are you scared, Whistle?
Me? Scared? A Cassidy? You got to be joking, mate.
So?
So, I'll go now. Just like I was going to.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Cassidy, there you are. Funny, I was just looking for you.
Really? I can't think why. Well?
Well, it's about my wages.
Wages?
Right? The £2 that's due to me for the hours I put in this morning.
Oh, yes.
Before those town scruffs came in, they tried to wreck the place, and we were trying to restrain them. I expect you probably forgot all about it in the excitement.
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't forget a thing like that, Glossop. This way, lad. Now, £2, did you say?
Yeah, that's it.
That would be, of course, before deductions, wouldn't it?
Deductions?
For breakages, Glossop, while you were washing up.
Yes, well, if you remember, Mr. Cassidy, I did warn you about that at the time. How I was a bit accident-prone when it came to washing up.
Oh, yes. Yes, so you did, Glossop, so you did. And, of course, when you did, I did tell you that if there were any breakages, you would, of course, be charged for them. Now, where we are... Well, I never. What an extraordinary coincidence, Glossop.
What?
Well, look, I just worked it out. You see, the amount of money you owe us is exactly equal to the amount we owe you in wages. Well, isn't that extraordinary?
Mind-boggling.
Still, look at it this way, lad. At least you don't owe us anything.
That's one way to look at it, I suppose.
That's the only way to look at it, Glossop. Now, a little word of friendly advice. Over there, you'll see a door marked exit. Make swift use of it, will you?
You get it then, did you?
Like I said, in this life, you've got to stick up for your rights. What did he say then? What could he say?
So, can you let us have a bit of a stub then? Till Friday?
You know what Shakespeare said, don't you? One of his mates tried to tack him up for a sub.
What?
Neither a lender or a borrower be. And I mean, that Shakespeare bloke knew what he was talking about, didn't he?
You know what I think?
Same thing I'm thinking. Right, I'll see you then.
Where are you going now then?
I told you, to my grandma's.
That's closed ages ago, I should think.
Not to me.
I thought you said you got to your grandma's.
That's right, this is my grandma's.
Hello, love.
Hi, Gran. Oh, this is Boxer. Boxer, this is my grandma.
Hello. Blimey, what's the time?
7 o'clock.
Oh, blimey, I'll have to go. Right, see you, Charlie. See ya.
Hello, goodbye. What's happened to John?
Let's not talk about him, shall we?
Have I missed them?
Just. No sweat, they left a message.
What message? It's not bad news, is it?
Well, that depends.
On what?
On how you feel about them coming home soon.
You what?
Well, according to your father, this sheikh he has been working with has run out of oil or something. Anyway, the whole project's cancelled.
Oh, no.
Well, I must admit, he didn't sound too upset about it. I mean, in fact, if I was right, he sounded over the moon about coming back to England. Quite strange. Imagine anybody wanting to come back to England.
Huh?
Well, it's not as if they've even got a decent football team, is it?
Get lost, will ya? When they're getting back?
They're going to ring again when they've got a finalised date of...
Perhaps that's him now. Yeah.
Perhaps. Hello? Masters. Yeah, I see. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
More bad news?
Well, it is news anyway. That was our beloved chairman. He has just found out who the mystery shareholder was. The one that is against the merger.
Did I hear you say Masters?
That's the name he's got. Yeah, why? What's it to you?
It's just, well, that's Charlie's name.
Charlie?
Yeah, you know, that Charlotte Masters, the girl who come to see after the punch-up.
Yeah. Listen, she wouldn't actually happen to have a relative with interests in Dunmore Town, would she?
I don't know about that. I know she's got a grandma with a record shop. Could be the same one, Mac.
It could be.
What are you going to do?
Tell the chairman.
Oh, you think that's a good idea, do you?
Why not?
Well, I mean, it's none of my business.
No, it is none of your business, but do go on.
Well, it just seems to me that the way Mr. Jones has handled things recently, well, personally, I wouldn't give him Man of the Match award.
So?
Well,
What?
I've met Charlie's gran, and she seems all right. I mean, it might be better if you went round there yourself and had a chat with her.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I speak to Mrs. Masters, please?
I'm Mrs. Masters.
Hello, my name is Murphy.
Yes, I know that.
Then you probably know why I'm here.
I can guess. Keep an eye on the shop, will you, love? Come through, please, Mr. Murphy.
Thank you.
What's McMurphy doing in here?
Don't know.
Well, look who else is here. I don't get this.
What?
Well, what's the point of us coming in here and looking at these tapes when we're all skint?
Mate, we're just browsing, aren't we? All right. Guess who?
Hi.
So that's what they call it now, is it? Browsing.
Come on.
I am right in assuming that you are the other major shareholder in Dunmore Town Football Club, apart from Mr. Wright.
Yes, you are.
And that you know all about the merger between Town and United, yes?
Mm-hmm, I do.
And that you're against the idea.
That's right.
Do you mind telling me why?
I just don't happen to believe it would work, that's why.
Why not?
The fans.
The fans?
They won't mix, Mr. Murphy. Fire and water, in fact. Town fans and United fans have always been at each other's throats. They aren't going to change their minds just because Mr. Wright and Mr. Jones have decided that they should.
But if the merger goes ahead, it's not a matter of choice. They don't have any.
Oh, and you think that's right, do you?
No, I don't think that's right, but it is not a matter of that. It's a matter about survival. The two clubs surviving. You know as well as I do that Town have as much problems financially as United do.
Oh, well, we'll take our chances.
What about United, Mrs. Masters? What about our chances?
Look, it's not my fault that your Mr. Jones went ahead and sold the ground before he had a cast-iron agreement with Town.
But he had a cast-iron agreement. He was just let down.
Well, certainly not by me, Mr. Murphy.
I know that, Mrs. Masters. Not by you, but by Dunmore Town Football Club.
I understand that those negotiations were conducted by Mr. Wright on a purely personal basis.
Well, as I understand it, Mr. Wright shook hands with Mr. Jones with the full backing of the Dunmore Town Football Club board. I hate to have to say this under the circumstances, but that did include your late husband. Are you now telling me that that is not the case?
I'd rather we left my husband out of this.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Masters, but I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Well, well. You said you'd see us again around sometime.
Mrs. Masters, my football club, which I happen to care about very much, happens to be going out of business. Are you actually going to tell me you're going to sit there and let... Right. You lot, get out first, and I will talk to you later. Out. Okay. Now you lot. And if you've got any idea, Sonny, of starting that again outside, don't bother. Now get out.
Mac.
Everywhere you go, everything you see, someone say you know it's a tragedy. Find another place, 'cause you can't play here. Don't want any lips at her. You know it's gonna be alright if we stick together. We're gonna have a fine, fine time if we stick together.